flight reunited. Darius Martin had missed about 13 months with a torn ACL, very serious injury. Logan Paul thought he tore his ACL in the ground trip. We just found out it was not a torn ACL. The other injuries that were reported were accurate. In this case, the MCL, and he was able to avoid an ACL tear. That's good because when you tear your ACL, tear, you're out for a very long time, usually a minimum of 9 months. Very serious injury. So he heals up, and for all that missed time, he comes back. I think he literally wrestled one match on television, and then he ended up in a very bad car accident, and he was right back on the show. He had surgeries, really serious injuries. So now, this was his first match back in 200 days. His first match in 204 days since the car accident. My hope is that he can sustain up. If I'm him, I'm keep eyes in the back of my head. I'm walking down the street. I'm making sure fucking tree branch doesn't fall on me. I'm making sure, we're getting into the winter. I don't slip on a patch of ice. I didn't have bad luck. He wouldn't have any luck. So hopefully he can stay healthy now. It's time to play.
You're right. I'm checking Charlie.
Martin has had a lot of television time over the past year and a half, and you can probably count on one hand the number of matches, singles matches that he has won. It's not like big. I'm not talking about third levels. So it's good to see Darius Martin back here. A lot of crazy moves and dives in this match, as you can expect.
Enemy machine gun spotted just west of where you are.
Into a cutter from the air.
I need repairs now.
Later on, Fox had a 450 splash on Ray Phoenix, who impact over up. Phoenix took out top flight with a guy and impacted the left narrow on Air Fox and pinned him to retain the trios titles. Fun match. A lot of crazy stuff. He tracked up, but what you would expect that top flight, Air Fox. You knew that it was going to be a very high-flying affair, a lot of dives, a lot of quick moves and counters. After it was over, Pac had the mic, and all three trios chants bring Alex Pac takes the mic. He asks the fans, he goes,
Could I try to take a look at my right,
the
please?
three of us are because we know what's going on. We've seen the videos that have been airing on TV over the last several weeks. They reference to the alien videos that we've been seeing.
We just
Let us
check it out.
big deal with it.
Come on, go, go, go!
Check out the Honda Ridgeline pilot for CRP. On the time of qualified by airspeed, the whole 9 speed. He says that there are certain individuals who think that they can make their
Give me a fucking chat.
Death Triangle here on the statement. He told them to bring the heat because the Death Triangle doesn't run from anybody. All of a sudden, we see a video, we hear a clock, we see a clock that's counting down, and then we see full aircraft. On one side, we have the transjets, nothing on the other side. And then slowly it fills in, and it fills in with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. And the crowd in the building sees it for the first time all night. They really reacted like they were happy to see something on the show. They made immediately a big reaction. He said, finally, some transparency in this company. He said that you may think you're coming from Death Triangle. So as predicted, there it is. We have our trios title match for the pay-per-view. Will be Death Triangle against the reverse trios champs. And how much love on them immediately restrict. has been icing his eye. Kenny Omega's waiting for the bite marks to heal his fucking arm. And waiting to get back in the ring and just go have a run. Kenny Omega was gone for like a year. Almost a year. He had only first come back. He only wrestled a few matches on TV. He wrestled on TV twice. Maybe 3 matches total. And then he was right back on the show. So I'm sure these guys are dying to get back to the ring. But it's been Tony Khan to have a couple of big names back. He already lost one big name from them. He's got a we're out here. Cut Rose is still out here. Right now, Hero, I think you know what's up here. I like him in House of Black should be something good for him to get some big names back. Adam Cole, we don't know what his status is, but at least he's getting the other. Ricky Starks was in the back. Good promo from Ricky Starks. And he had a message from Lance Archer. He and Lance Archer were supposed to have a match in the World Title Eliminator Tournament on Friday. That match did not happen. They did angle on Dynamite last Wednesday where Lance Archer was in the back and he beat up Ricky Starks. So therefore they could not do the match on Rampage on Friday. So I just assumed, okay, we're going to get the match tonight. As I was putting together the rundown of the video, I'm listing the matches. They don't have the Ricky Starks matches. That's kind of strange. Because we have a couple of semi-final matches that have to take place on Friday if they're going to do the finals on Saturday. And sure enough, we have a match.
Hostile helicopter is flying in west of your
There was no match for Ricky Starks and Lance Archer. Ricky Starks said that he is challenging Great Lance Archer to the WrestleMania. And he told Archer, he said, let's start backstage. Ricky Starks and Lance Archer, which is going to be Ricky Starks. Still has the rest of Ryan Cage. And there was no mention of this at all on television. They did a very poor job of explaining this. Unless I missed something. If I missed something, then somebody won't bring it. But I don't think they addressed this at all. So we're going to get Archer and Starks on Friday. My assumption is they're not going to do the Cage match at the same time. Brian Cage. So I guess if there's a pre-show on Saturday, maybe they'll do Starks and Cage on the pre-show, but then Starks has to wrestle later on in the show. It's very weird. The timing of all this is very weird. But I still expect that we're going to get to the final that I predicted last week. My mind hasn't changed. Today's episode is sponsored by BetterHelp Therapy Online. There have been times in my life where I have had to take care of a loved one and they were going through a rough time. And, you know, it can be hard to know what to say, what to do sometimes in those situations. I wish there was a name that you refer to the right answers. Life doesn't come with a user manual. That's for therapy. BetterHelp has connected over 3 million people, licensed therapists. It's convenient, secure, and accessible anywhere, 100% online. You don't think therapy's for you? That's because you probably never tried. So keep an open mind. If you are dealing with self-esteem issues, maybe you're depressed about something, maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, whatever it may be, don't be shy to open up and talk to somebody. That's what their therapist can do. Again, it's all done online. You don't have to drive to somebody's office, find a parking spot, and then sit in the waiting room.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way,
What's wrong with them and judging them. You don't have to worry about any of them. You don't even have to go on camera to see them if you don't want to. You set the ground rules with your therapist. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service. They match millions of people with professionally licensed independent therapists who fill out a short questionnaire. That's the point. If you try it and you don't think things are clicking, it's very easy to switch to a different therapist and you feel comfortable. Everyone deserves to feel their best. If you're feeling stuck, get unstuck. BetterHelp. Or save 10% off the first month at BetterHelp.com/Solomons. That's BetterHelp.com/Solomons. By the way, one quick note, being that I mentioned Lance Archer, and actually when we see Archer on Friday, we may see Jake Roberts back. Jake Roberts is on his way back to TV. For those who don't know, Jake Roberts had a bunch of But he has the opening.
Be advised, we have taken objective Buckshot.
Even if you want to flip through these things,
Enemy heavy armor south of your location.
Couldn't get out of the gun. Fuck. Yeah, he got out. I couldn't get out of
He's
the
been on
gun.
oxygen for a while. He posted an update on Twitter today, very positive update. He said, off oxygen for good. Standing tall, doing great at AEW again. Sweet life, I'm living. So that is very good news for Jake Roberts. Very happy that he's off the oxygen. So we should see him back.
Objective Charlie has been supplied.
3 times a year that we see Lance Archer on TV. Jake Roberts will earn his pay to make his 3 annual television appearances. I mentioned the World Title Eliminator Tournament. We had a semifinal match. Ethan Page against Bandito. Bandito, who has officially signed with AEW. A lot of reports about Bandito now for weeks. He's going to sign, but he hasn't put pen to paper yet. WWE's interested in him, so we're not sure what he's going to do. Then we heard he has signed. Then the update was, well, he hasn't actually signed. He's given a verbal commitment. Then we got an update that he has signed. I said this on Sunday. He's like, remember the whole brand meme from TNA for so many years? There's constant daily updates. Graham has re-signed with TNA. This is becoming a theme. Every fucking day, Bandito has signed. How many contracts? One person signed with AEW. But Bandito is official.
Taking objective
We're
Charlie.
wondering what his contractual status is. He is official. This match, mostly white.
Damn. You seen me fire seeing that.
To the credit of both of these men,
Fuck.
by the time this thing was
Yeah,
over,
me,
the crowd was
boy.
into it.
I get this.
They got the crowd into it, so they did their job. Ethan Page tried a small leg for the suplex early on in the match. Bandito turned it into one of his own, though. Page grabbed the referee, then allowed Scoop to have the way to trip up Bandito. Ethan Page got a cheap shot in. Bandito was able to face the drop and then sent Page crashing to the floor. Bandito then climbed. He just actually climbed up to the top. Climbed right on the top of the ring post. And from the top of the ring post, hit the assault down on the Scoop. Ethan Page back inside. Bandito hit the tornado from close to down. Page then blocked the 21 flex. It was Bandito's finish. Ethan Page went for an avalanche Ego's edge from the building on the inside. But when he threw him up into the air for the move, Bandito turned it into a hurricane run and he took Ethan Page over. And then he picked him up with one hand and a slap. Bandito has a way of just getting the crowd to the feet. He did it in the back of the first round of the city. People who might not even know who he is, will get this guy known out of the city. Smart as ass. You know,
I'm on an enemy machine gunner.
This guy is from Price Metal, and then you watch him work, and he gets what he wants. This is a great fucking match. That's why everybody was interested. That's why AEW won this side. That's what Tony Khan, after he had that match with Chris Jericho all those weeks ago, the ROH match, Tony Khan came out after the show was over, and he was basically, he was like, hugging him. He was saying, we don't want
Lost
Bandito
control of objective Charlie.
He was into the good stuff that day. But there's a lot of issues with him because he's a great talent. So he was getting the credit for here late in the match. Bandito hit a top rope drop splash for 2. Had a lot of people convinced that was the finish. Each man cut the other off.
All right,
on the
thanks.
ropes. Ethan Page hit a top rope body slam. He just picked him up. He just flung Bandito up the middle rope. And then he followed that with a diving shoulder tackle. Then he set him up with the Ego's edge. And he dropped him and he pinned Bandito to advance to the finals of the tournament. I stand by my pick for a Ricky Starks Ethan Page final in this tournament at Full Gear. I do wish they would have left Bandito out of this, though, if he was going to lose. I expected Ethan Page to win, but Bandito just signed. And even in the match that got him a contract, he lost that match too. He lost to Chris Jericho. He signs with the company, and he loses to Ethan Page. I would not be beating Bandito like this. You just signed this guy. You want to build him up? You want to make him a major attraction? I would have kept him out of this tournament. If he wasn't at least going all the way to the finals, I would not have put him in this situation in the first place. But Ethan Page moving on was hardly a surprise. We have Toni Storm against Anna Jay in an interim women's world title eliminator. Originally, it was supposed to be Toni Storm against the Bunny. The Bunny was replaced, we found out earlier today, due to illness. So, I don't know, maybe somebody initiated that pirate. I don't know, but she was replaced by Anna Jay. The crowd, I said the crowd in the first half of Ethan Page and Bandito was very quiet, and then they got them back into it. They got them into it in the second half. The crowd was quiet, and there was no getting them into it.
Let's go.
When they made their entrance, when the bell rang, these people did not care about Anna Jay, and that's understandable because why would they? Once the bell rang, I mean, Anna Jay's a beautiful girl. Once the bell rings, what reason do they have? When do we even see Anna Jay in the ring on television? She's been relegated to background noise in the Jericho Appreciation Society, which is perfect here. So I get the crowd not giving a shit about Anna Jay, but Toni Storm is your interim women's champion. And the reaction that she got tonight was alarming. Like, no one.
Oscar Mike!
So they had a match. They went to the picture-in-picture and break 90 seconds into this. They traded forearms coming out of the ring. Storm got the better of it. She hit a death press. She got a fisherman suplex for a near fall. Tony went for a Texas float relief. Anna Jay got to the ropes. Storm hit Jay with a hip attack that sent Anna to the floor. Storm followed. She ended up getting run right into the ring steps. Back inside, Jay went for the Queen Slayer sleeper hold. Storm avoided it, dropped kicked Anna into the corner. She had another hip attack, and then she applied the float relief to the win. After the match, Jamie Hayter made her entrance with Baker. Regularly walked out with Hayter, marched down to the ring. She got inside. She confronted Toni Storm face to face, indicated that she wanted to talk to her. Storm held up the title. Hayter gave her a shove, and then she.
Let's go!
This was totally forgettable. It was someone to feed the Toni Storm, though, give her away hitting into the fence on Saturday. The confrontation with her and Jamie Hayter. Nothing to speak of here. We know there's a history of these people. They put together a video package for it. This is a match that honestly would benefit from sit down interviews.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Especially with them having history together. You do a backstage segment, you get them in the package. Who's usually good at those types of interviews. Renee obviously is very good at that. You get in there with Renee. Renee sat down with Toni Storm and Jamie Hayter. Talk about their history. Let them talk about their match on Saturday. Instead, they had Jamie Hayter come out and she just said something to her, shoved her, and walked away. Lazy. I thought that was very, very lazy. It didn't do anything more to get me interested in this match, but it's going to be a very big match for Jamie Hayter. It's not a match that I expect her to win, but it's a match where this could be a breakout performance for her in the ring. She already had fans cheering for her and chanting her name when she comes out, but this right here, this match here, could be a breakout night, even if she loses. So it's going to be a big match. I think they will go out there and have a very good match. Hopefully the crowd in New Jersey on Saturday is more up and energetic more than the crowd was tonight again. The show closed with words from Jon Moxley and MJF ahead of their AEW World Championship.
We no longer have Objective Bravo.
Moxley and William Regal were out first in the crowd. Moxley got the ring and he grabbed the microphone. And he said that he is the best professional wrestler on the earth, which actually got some applause from the fans of the film. He said that he was the best pro wrestler in the league. Very interesting. He said that he talks shit, he backs it up, and he has defined the AEW World Championship. He says that he is literally sick in the head. He is addicted to the rush of adrenaline and pain of being in fights.
Hey, a new mechanic over here!
He said that you can't really hurt him.
Objective Delta is now under our control. Yeah, no problem! There appears to be an enemy helicopter operating north of your current post.
John Moxley is going to literally kill MJF on Saturday. And he is literally going to get on an airplane and fly home. He is literally going to go to sleep. And he is literally going to wake up the next morning and go to whatever he does. He will literally do it. So last week he said he asked the question, who exactly is MJF? Says that he did a little bit of research during the week to find out. He found out that MJF is actually a really good singer. Found out that he has exactly one win in the ring in the last 6 months. Said he took a summer vacation after doing some Brian Pillman stuff, and this is where he stumbled over his words a little bit. He tripped over himself. But he was trying to say that he took a summer vacation after trying to basically be Brian Pillman as almost captain for 19 episodes. He came back in a Halloween mask with a poker chip
Now
that
control,
the
objective Echo.
finish that he has ever seen. So excuse him if he's not exactly shaking his boots. He says in MJF he sees a man dripping in his spirit. With Braun Strowman. A man speaking of, we have a new feature. We have a new feature here. Since I said the trigger word, everybody.
Hey,
I said
my
the trigger
vehicle's
word.
damaged. I need a mechanic.
You gotta bring in the Strowman Express. You gotta bring in the Strowman Express this week. So anyway, yes, Braun Strowman, I think it's very exciting. But that's neither here nor there. So he says in MJF he sees a man playing wrestler, worried that he might not be able to live up to the hype. This Sunday, we're going to see the world champion do what he does best. He is challenging MJF to show him something. He wants him to show him that he's got some guts. He wants MJF to show him that he got some balls. Show him why everybody thinks he's going to be the picture of the century.
Enemy sniper,
So
north
then,
of where you are.
Stokely happened.
We've now taken objective Delta.
Lee Moriarty rushes the ring. Buxton quickly disposes of him, but here comes WRC. Here's Ethan Page. They show up. They attack Boston.
Objective Alpha neutralized.
Boston and Colton go their own without really real force. He can't do anything. They're reaching the nuts. MJF's music. MJF comes out. He's wearing the tank top on, really cool, but he has some consistency. And the time off when we saw him tell MJF is up on it now. He's got this muscle mass that he didn't have 6 months ago. So he's been putting the work. So out comes MJF. He's laying out notes.
Spotted a hostile
As he is walking down to the ring, he's not going to come down. He's not going down. In the ring, Morrissey pulls him by the throat. He ends up kicking the big gun. Low. He kicks Ethan Page in the crotch. Then he takes him down with a punch. Made the firm look like a bunch of goobers. He got which they are. I mean, let's be honest, that's clear. So he got a microphone. He told the firm to get out of Connecticut before he takes his boot and shoves it up their ass. Then he turns his
Objective
attention
Alpha
to John.
is lost.
And he said that I didn't save you because I like you. I saved you because I want no excuses out of you and your Mark fans and everybody when I beat you on set. He says, no dynamite diving ring necessary. Ain't that right, Bill? He got up in Billy Regal's face. He got up in old Billy Boy's face when he said that. He told Moxley that he knows he's in the fight of his life this Sunday, but he's not the same guy that he was when they first won the championship last time. See, a couple of years ago, I remember those pandemic shows. He says he needs that belt more than he needs water, food, or oxygen. Because when you're the man who rolls the AEW World Championship that makes you the best wrestler on God's green earth, he said, God damn it, it's my time. Told Moxley the greatest trick Michael ever was gets on his world doesn't exist. As you can tell by now, MJF really likes the usual suspects. I don't know if you guys picked up on that by now. He must have watched this movie 20 times because he loves to quote every fucking promo that he does. And he said on Saturday in full gear, he's going to prove that he is the one. And he went to go do his catchphrase, and then Moxley swiped the microphone right out of his hand. He said that if MJF can't find it within himself between this Sunday or Saturday,
Could a mechanic take a look at my ride, please?
But he said said if you can't find it in itself again, he's going to reach down and pull it out. This is where he said, this Sunday, then he stopped and he goes, just Saturday or Sunday. He goes, this Saturday,
Take a look at my ride, please.
training wheels come on. They have face-to-face, close things out, standing between
I thought that was all cat. I thought that was all tape.
the gable check as he left the ring. That was a tough crowd. That was a tough crowd. It was a tough night for Moxley, too, because that wasn't the only moment he kind of flubbed here in this promo. But forgetting the day of the pay-per-view, that's kind of, you're in the main event here. This is your final segment on Dynamite to sell the show. It's this weekend, and you don't even know what day it is. But he corrected himself. It came across to me like he really just didn't care. He said earlier in the promo, I've been doing my research, I've been doing my homework, didn't do enough of it this week. But yeah, that was a bad moment. It was a tough crowd. They were not reacting to anything that these guys were saying. I think they were going for some big reactions, and it just felt like they were fishing for that, and really weren't getting into what they expected to. Sending the firm out there again, probably just
Objective Bravo.
I thought was really, it's just so amazing. I thought lazily done. I thought it was very, and if it ends up happening that way, that's so fucking, I hope not. I hope that's not what ends up happening. But we have not heard anything, we did not hear in this promo that we have not heard from him before. As I said at the beginning of the stream, Moxley has put in some pressure.
Ow, bitch! Fuck yourself! Fuck!
MJF's segment with Regal all those weeks ago was one of the best television segments all year. In fact, that probably was the best
Damn, I just seen him.
on AEW in 2022. That was the peak. Where do you go from there, right? They keep that segment. So now, MJF's coming out here, and it's almost like he's playing.
Listen up, enemy tank, due north of your location.
Like they're not sure what he is, or they are, and we're not supposed to really know what he is. He's kind of in between right now. But we did not hear anything in the segment that we had not heard before. It felt like they were going through the motion, especially
Come on.
I would be very happy when this full year pay-per-view is over and done with, because I think the build to this show, outside of the few things, has been very lively. Very lively. And whatever you want to attribute that to, okay, missing certain people. I know CM Punk not being around with their plans. This was supposed to be CM Punk and MJF. And that completely just threw everything into
East of where you're at, there's a hostile machine gunner.
Had to recalibrate, they had to change and adapt along the way, but they've been promoting the show for a while now, and that excitement level just isn't there. On paper, you look at the lineup, you look at the lineup here in a second. We'll do my
Launch
prediction
objective
tonight.
Delta.
There's a lot of matches on this card, and you expect the card to this would end up being a sleeper show. The build to this show has been very much fun. Now, Rampage on Friday night is the the official go-home show for full gear. We have Lee Moriarty against Hope for the FTW title, and this is kind of thrown out there. I had forgotten about one. Look! I used to talk about where all the hookers in the chat come out of the woodwork, and now it's like I forget the whole situation. So Hope will be defending against Lee Moriarty. Athena goes one-on-one with Madison Rayne. Ricky Starks takes on Lance Archer in the Eliminator tournament. And Eddie Kingston is going to get the match that he's been waiting his entire career for. Two men. Two men that he wanted to.
We lost objective Alpha. Objective Delta is now neutralized.
Fuck, you got your ass that time. Found your spot, bitch.
Listen up! Enemy machine gunner due north of where you are! Objective Charlie has just been neutralized. Objective Charlie is under our control. Objective Bravo is gone.
Come take this ammo!
Sure thing! We now control Objective Alpha.
Where the fuck we at? Oh, damn, a fucking tank.
I need repairs for my vehicle. Just taking Objective Delta. I need repairs! There appears to be an enemy AT soldier east of your location.
The wrong one.
Objective Delta's been compromised. There appears
That was the wrong fucking goddamn kid. This over your head.
Looks like we have a sniper operating east of your position. I have eyes on an enemy sniper just east of your location. We've neutralized Objective Echo. We just took Objective Echo.
Man. Bitch, you gonna let? Oh my god! You gonna let? Oh my god!
I'm all over again. You know, those 6 weeks that you heal. It's some of the match that you get to be done. Where's this one? The big one is CM. CM, you got that vicious they can't turn CM back. You see that?
Lost objective Delta. Objective Bravo is now under our control. Enemy light armor has been spotted just where you're at. Objective Alpha. I've got a visual on enemy bogies in your position. Have eyes on the hostile cavalry. Keep to your position. Hostile heavy armor. Stop in your position.
Get the motherfucker up.
Him at the Royal Rumble, so he tried to kill Rollins at Madison Square Garden. So then Rollins came out, and he blames Roman for not letting him end Punk in the cage match because he's a cancer to the company and to the business as a whole. Tournament, and Eddie Kingston is going to get the match that he's been waiting his entire career for. Two men that he wanted to step into the ring with. And one of those men is Jun Akiyama. He will have the chance to step into the ring with Jun Akiyama on ring with his Friday tag team match with Eddie Kingston and Ortiz taking on Akiyama and Inosuke Takeshita, who's backstage. I'm happy to hear that.
There's been a hostile tank to your west.
So that's your main event on ring wave for this round. So let's get into the. Actually, before I even get into the prediction, let's take a look at the card. This has a go-home show, and I thought it was very weak. As a show, it was good. It wasn't great, it was good. Good show. I just don't think it would move a lot of people who were already contemplating whether or not they should go to the show. And all it seems to reflect that, 50% thumbs up. Like I said, it was a solid show. Definitely not a strong go-home. 27% goes to the middle and 19% comes down. So Matt Salamanca, his pulse, live and breathe down on Twitter. on course and get back on track with whatever his original creative plans were. And I have every expectation that Omega and the Box will win the belt at Monster. We also know that Wardlow will defend the TNT Championship, referring against Powerhouse Hobbs and Samoa Joe.
There's a hostile machine gunner.
Wardlow
Shoot,
had
your current position.
a show tonight in the segment that we had where he ran out there, big guy got out to everybody, and he had the people behind him again, snapping one by a monster out there. The number of great Wardlow segments on
I have eyes on a hostile boat east of your location.
going all the way back to
Delta has been neutralized.
going back to the end of May. He got that big win over MJF that should have just cemented his place and sent him onto that next phase of his career. And instead, all the attention was on MJF. All the
Spotted enemy
attention was
tank
on
east of your current position.
It just feels to me like Wardlow never really recovered. He never recovered.
Oh, bitch.
You can put any belt on him that you want, but Wardlow is not as hot of an act now as he was back then. And the whole point is,
Objective Charlie
is
has been neutralized.
on that, you can get that guy even hotter, and that just hasn't happened. And you gotta lay that defeat of Tony Khan, because Tony Khan's the one who writes this television, wants this product, and I think he has dropped the ball with Wardlow. This match, though, should be a hell of a fucking war between these three guys. I still feel like Hobbs is going to have this and that Wardlow's going to go on and probably wrestle Joe one-on-one at Final Battle next month, possibly for Joe's ROH team. But I feel like coming out of this, Hobbs is going to get big, and time will really. This run as TNT champion so far, Wardlow has been a massive disappointment. He's been severely underwhelmed. And so I have no issue with them taking the belt off and
Enemy armrest been identified. Operating.
Jay Cargill, speaking of lane stories, I'll get it right one of these days, boy. Me and Moxley are the same
There appears to be enemy heavy armor operating north of the town.
TBS Championship against Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose has been walking around for weeks now with this belt. She's stolen from Jay. Jay wants the belt back. What a great story. Jay Cargill only. Nyla Rose is not going to be the one to end the streak. Jay retains. Jay retains, and then hopefully holds on to that
Hostile enemy armor north of your position.
with Sting and Darby Allin taking on the team of Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. We're going to get Sting and Jeff Jarrett back to the
Objective
ring
Charlie
again
has
like
been
it's 2004. Or I guess like Jeff said tonight, like it's 1998. Sting and Jeff Jarrett back to the ring together. It's a tag match, so it's fine. Hopefully this is a one and done thing. We don't need this to linger beyond the show. Sting and Darby, they need to win. Sting and Darby will get. We have the finals of the world title, the Eliminator Tournament, and possibly the semifinals too. I don't know what they need to be after Brian Cage. But I have every expectation it will come down to Ricky Starks, and Ricky Starks will be the one to challenge likely MJF.
Objective Charlie is neutralized.
So right, back to the ring for the first time in 5 years, taking out Britt Baker, DMD. Pointed out on the podcast on Sunday.
We now have
Britt
control
Baker
of
has won
Objective
30
Charlie.
single games since she won the Women's World Tournament in May. She has won one single on television. So you can't really say that Britt Baker is in a position where, she doesn't win.
Come on! Man, listen!
And her record over the last several months, and it just doesn't reflect. So they might be
Fuck, I
trying
miss
to want her to go in there and
Fuck you too hard, that's
pick
why.
up a win. This is the story.
Fuck you too fucking hard.
This is her first match in after 5 years. I think Story needs to win this match, and I think she can.
Bitch, come on! You got me again!
Luchasaurus. Christian Cage is still hurt. He's going to be out for at least a few more months. I don't know where they go from here. I think they're probably going to want to continue this, but I think Jungle Boy needs this. I think we should go over this match. So I'm picking Jungle Boy for the win. We have the Acclaim defending the AEW Tag Team title. No reason why Swerve picked both belts off the Acclaim. Swerve and Shane
Now control objective Charlie.
more disagreements away from total collapse. It could happen on Saturday. I said before, it's like the Sting and Lex Luger dynamic when they were doing that whole angle in WCW back in 96. Or 95 to 96, whatever it was, when they were...
Got eyes on an enemy outside this.
Oh, bitch! This motherfucker trash you did! Ah, yup, me too. Okay, bitch. Yup, me too. I'm coming to see you again, motherfucker.
And it's been kind of fun to follow along, but you know, that's how it best. For no reason.
No longer control objective Charlie.
The Acclaim are going to get and I just realized there's no FTR in the show. They had
You better this motherfucker.
match.
We now control objective Charlie.
It's incredible to me that when they do come out on TV, they still get the reaction they get. Because they don't, but by all rights, FTR, should not be getting those kinds of reactions.
An enemy
Given how
soldier north of your location.
it's almost like, they have the Ring of Honor tag team titles, and now they've designated Ring of Honor titles. And I think that's
Just taking objective Bravo.
because they're one of the hottest teams they have in the entire company. They're kind of like Wardlow. Maybe that's why they put Wardlow and FTR together.
Ah.
It's so hard. And it's like, maybe Tony Khan just doesn't really know what to do. And I know they've been going around, and they were in Japan, and they,
That number
like
six.
the UGP belts. They have all these tag team belts where they have to defend them. But I think it's inexcusable that you don't have anything for them on the show.
When that's perspective is picture.
How do you not have something for this team? They were feuding with the Ass Boys, which in and of itself is fucking ridiculous. But I thought, okay, well, that'll end up as a match on the show, or maybe on the pre-show. Maybe it still will end up on the pre-show. But boy, throwing a match out there at the last minute for FTR. Boy, that doesn't really instill a lot of confidence in both competitions. Toni Storm defends her interim AEW Women's Championship against Jamie Hayter. Love to see Jamie Hayter win the title, but I don't think it's her time. I don't think it's her title. I think the TBS title will be hers. I think that Toni Storm is going to hold on to that until Thunder Rosa comes back. They're hoping. Thunder Rosa is hopeful. January will be that time. So I think she holds on to it. I think they keep it on her until Rosa comes back. But again, this would be a breakout night for Jamie Hayter. This would be the biggest match of her career on Saturday. Even in defeat, this could be a huge night. Chris Jericho puts his Ring of Honor World Championship on the line in a four-way against Bryan Danielson, Sammy Guevara, and the another former ROH champion as Danielson's Claudio Cassidy. We saw the four of them in a tag match on the show tonight. We got a little taste of what we can get from them in a four-way on the pay-per-view. This is going to be great. But I don't expect Jericho to be leaving without his title. Chris Jericho will be ascension of the ranks with him and Sammy Guevara. And we'll see if Daniel Garcia makes an appearance, since apparently he's been MIA now for a few weeks. And Benjamin Espinoza just became a Sound Up superstar. Sound Up channel member Benjamin, welcome. And Jon Moxley defends the AEW World Championship against MJF. MJF goes from Kurt Jurger on last year's Full Gear show, the opening match, to the main event of this year's show for the World Heavyweight Championship. See, that is what you call progress. That's progress from 1 year to the next. 1 year you're opening the show, the next year you're closing the show, and very likely walking out as the new world champion, which I believe he is. I believe that MJF is going to work. the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, and he's going to do so by beating a man who has been more protected than any EVP in this company, than any other talent in this company. Jake Cargill is undefeated.
Lost objective Echo.
But she doesn't have the money
Objective Bravo is now ours.
that John Moxley.
Objective Delta has been
John
lost.
Moxley
I say again, we have lost objective Delta.
They were supposed to go away for a few weeks on little vacation, and this ice fishing, and this Fred, didn't work out though. Because the children were running around the classroom. Because they had a substitute teacher that day who was sitting at the table doing nothing in control of class. Usually the teacher would stand up and would stop. The substitute teacher does, and just sit there collectively for a moment. Just would have no pull out. So, because of all the bullshit that went down, John Moxley ended up with vacation. And he got another world title. Outside of the loss of Sam College, John Moxley has not lost a single match in AEW since
Get out of his house.
2021. He lost on Dynamite IWGP US title match, lost the Lance Archer. That is how far back you have to go to find the John Moxley news. You to tell me that there's somebody else who's more protected than John Moxley? I don't think so. So MJF going into on Saturday, making him submit. And I just cannot see John Moxley submit. So I don't think that's going to be the finish. Even just beating John Moxley should be a big fucking deal for MJF. And I think he will. He will walk out as the world champion. I think he will do some Dynamite down to bring to make that promise for the Bureau of Wrestlers. And I do still believe that William Regal is the exact suspicious. Whether it's a flat-out turn on John Moxley, whether it's just an acknowledgement that he used the dark side, you learn something. A little nod of respect for William Regal. I think he's turned. One way or the other. I just think that MJF is going to get the rest of his matches. There's been a lot of foreshadowing going on. Is the firm still with MJF? Is it all just the crew? Is it the big? I think that would be
Grenade out!
one of the ways to use the firm. That would suck. If they factor into the finish of the match and don't win, that would be lame.
Oh, fuck.
MJF is going to be the first real young killer of the company to hold on to that world championship. If Jericho is not a young killer of the company, John Moxley is not a young killer of the company. Hangman Page is not even a young killer of the company. He's not young like Jungle Boy or
We no longer control objective Charlie.
MJF, Sammy, people like that. When MJF wins that title, he will be the first true AEW young representative to hold that championship. So, a lot of ways, it's kind of like a landmark moment for this company if they try to let something like that. And then build around that. It's the first real stone that they build around and try to, kind of strap the rocket to him and launch him and see how far he can MJF. That is what we'll see at the end of the show. And something else that you will see at the end of the show is me. Because I will be live on YouTube as soon as the pay-per-view is over. So when the pay-per-view is over, 8 hours later, I might be bleary-eyed, but I will be here live. We will recap the entire thing late on Saturday night. So again, remember.